Hey, it's your boy Zero. How my number one's doing today in this fine April. I am not doing a face cam today because it's a little bit different from my regular VTuber and anime videos. I'm doing something out of love for the Treyarch's Zombies mode. I've been playing this for a while, and I want to comment on the current state of things. I've already seen by the title. Keep your comments until the very end. Because I do have, I'm not just going to throw out complaints without solutions as well. So before we get started, it'd be really helpful if you would like, comment, and sub to the channel. And if you really want to help me out, you could share the video because that helps get the word out and gets me through the algorithm. And that's all some fun stuff as well. And hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of content and want to see more of me while commentating on stuff. Maybe with gameplay in the background, maybe a little easier for me. Who knows? I don't dress up as much, right? Anyways, I hit 2K subs a few weeks ago. I'll be making a separate celebration video, so stay tuned for that. So, anyways, let's get started with my video on Cold War zombies. It's been 6 months since the release of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, or just Cold War for short. And with that release also came their famous Treyarch Zombies mode. Now, this is written from the perspective of a mainly solo Zombies player. The first half was written around the first season of Zombies. The second half was written within the first week or a little bit of afterwards of season 3 Zombies. And this was originally a video to complain about the release of the release version of Call of Duty Zombies. But I was satisfied actually quite with the changes that was brought into season 2, and I shelved the video idea. Now, Season 3 comes in, and it reignited my fury, if you want to call it that. So let's get started here. Starting off with Season 1, I just want to start with a really petty thing on performance. Why the hell can I not run zombies at a smooth frame rate? It goes from 60 to 40 in some areas. This is a PvE mode, so I don't know what's being drawn or what is being rendered. Yes, I have an older card that's a 970, but it shouldn't be struggling with a PvE mode. That's my first petty thing. So, getting into actual meat and potatoes of things, I've been playing Treyarch's Zombies mode since World at War up to Black Ops 3. I dabbled a little bit in Black Ops 2, but never really got into it that much, and I skipped over Black Ops 4. I was interested in Call of Duty at the time, and I guess dodged a bullet in not playing those Black Ops 4 version of Zombies. So after the teaser of Cold War, I was very excited to see the Zombies mode, and Zombies is a large reason why I would buy a Treyarch's game, a Treyarch Call of Duty game. And I thought, okay, let's kind of go back to basics a little bit because they teased Juggernaut, and that was like, beautiful stuff. But I feel like Cold War has balance issues that need to be addressed. Developers, right off the bat, told players, hey, you can bring any weapon into round 1. I was guessing this was to encourage variety, especially with what they experimented with in Black Ops 3, and with the way you could customize all the weapons, basically, except for the knife, I believe, and the launchers. I'm betting most veteran Zombies players are very accustomed to min-maxing their point gain. So, in the very early rounds, up to like Black Ops 3, I don't know how Black Ops 4 again works, but you would go 3 shots, knife, early rounds, and 4 shots, knife, 5 shots, knife, round 2. And then so on until you get yourself sorted. In this case, shotguns are actually the best starting weapons. While if you really want to go like kind of try hard, the knife, like super try hard really, the knife is a one-hit kill up to round 15 while it's unpacked and there's no rarity boost. You would think, I thought that ARs would have been a good middle ground for fire rate, damage, and mobility. Just kind of a good middle ground in most games. Nah, man. Shotguns, they're king. It chunks Megatongs very well, and other bosses as well. SMGs are low damage. I don't really like to use them. ARs give me the same experience as SMGs, but the fall off damage is slightly longer. From my experience, again, with MGs, I feel like they're just kind of bigger SMGs, just bigger mag size, heavier, and it's overall slower, right? And sniper rifles. In most cases, why would you want to bring a sniper rifle into a Zombies game? Because for the most part, in every iteration that I've played, they're low mag, like small mag size, and very small number of mags, which makes them very unviable, and I would not want to grind up their levels. Now, tac rifles have hit a good middle ground in my opinion. They do have higher damage with the semi-auto or burst fire options. The Type 63 and the DMR 14 is pretty good, minus the slower ADS backpedaling speed, while the AUG and M16 are pretty good. But again, I don't like the idea of burst weapons because you effectively have less ammo, even though you technically have more actual number of ammo. So it really sucks that 2 out of 4 of guns are viable. And well, when I say 2 out of 4, well, what are the other 2 good weapons in Cold War Zombie Season 1? Well, the ray gun and the new wonder weapon, the die machine. The main reason you can understand why the ray gun has always been king. The die machine is really cool because it technically has infinite ammo, but it does take longer to actually reload it, as in like get more ammo back at later rounds, which is why you want insta-kill, which makes it a little bit better than that way. Now, I had a gigantic section about point gain, but I removed it because I reconsidered a lot of things in Season 2 and 3, so this is part I'm just saying, hey, I made a mistake. Point gain is more predictable than ever. During Season 1, I had thought that maybe the 2 shotguns and the knife and the wonder weapons were the highest tier in playing. Anything else is not efficient. The game economy, I felt like it would actually eventually play against the player due to such low damage in the feeling of every other weapon. So you got eventually a net negative in trying to buy ammo or waiting for a max ammo, which, I mean, depending on how you want to know, if you know how to manipulate the drops, you can get more max ammos. To compare, I actually went back to play Black Ops 3 Zombies. What I found really different was, like, no matter what gun, almost no matter what gun, save for some SMGs and one particular rifle I can't remember, they all felt fun to use. They felt satisfying, they felt viable, even in like round 20s and 30s. Upgraded obviously makes them even better, but I was still comfortable actually running a sniper rifle. Of all things in Call of Duty Zombies, you would think that, oh, this guy's crazy, but all of them are viable, absolutely, and I stand behind that. And that's why I'm like, weird. Why doesn't it feel satisfying to play with most of the guns? I'm a shotgun guy, I'll admit. But I don't like that the shotgun is the best weapon. It sucks when I'm running around. Okay, I got a SMG. Okay, well, let me just take like 5 mags to kill the megaton. While with the shotgun, okay, maybe like 2 shots split, 2 shots dead. I can already tell people are going to be putting in the comments below saying, oh, if you level the guns, make them better. I agree, absolutely. I have leveled up multiple guns, but I haven't really touched many others. I have a very small pool that I've personally leveled up, and I would like to just keep playing with. The problem is, shouldn't the guns still feel good to use before those upgrades? Like, the shotgun is always fun to me. I always love me a good shotgun. But they should still feel good to play while unupgraded, and even better when they're upgraded with the right attachments. So, overall, this whole thing, my solution for Season 1 was buff all of the guns. It was ridiculous that the pump shotgun had a 222% bonus damage barrel. Ah, man. Let's continue talking about Season 1. I think that you must run a body attachment on the shotgun. The one that gives you more of that salvage currency. You can also, but the thing is, I don't like that addition of the new currency that also randomly drops. So you need to have the Ember sighting point that greatly increases the salvage drop rate. There's a guy named Matthew106 on Reddit. He did a great extensive test on the drop rate. It actually dramatically increases the amount of salvage you get. I think, again, I have a monkey brain, okay? I think just making it points would be better. Give me maybe a classic zombies mode with only points, and give me back the hit points, 10 points per hit of a zombie. Or like increase, I don't know, do classic, increase the prices, we'd be happy. I'm pretty sure that'll be great. I would love that. I would love a classic zombies mode. Now, after round 19, armored zombies also come in. Now, I haven't done testing, but it seems like a general agreement that the one that increases damage over the one that does more armor is better. There's testing by a user named Hauer on YouTube. I'll link in the description below. There's really good testing, and again, it seems like a general agreement of the community that the bonus damage barrel is the preferred attachment, especially because, again, 222% was such a great thing at the time. One last annoyance I want to talk about Season 1 in Cold War Zombies was that I can level and customize guns just like in Black Ops 3 Zombies. I don't know how it was in Black Ops 4, but why can't I roll those loadouts from the mystery box? That was a thing in Black Ops 3. Why can't I have it here? Excuse me. So, let's move on to Season 2 to the present. Those are my complaints and solutions I presented for, well, I wanted to present for Season 1 of Cold War Zombies. Now, were they, did they change anything to make it more positive in Season 2 and 3? Let me review. Season 2 brought some very, very welcome changes. All weapons were kind of buffed with the introduction of Tier 3 weapon skills, but shotguns still were up there at the top. Tombstone Soda, I never bought in previous games, and I bought it in Cold War. Wow, as a solo player, trash, useless, waste of points in my opinion. And also, if I'm playing with multiplayer, I trust my teammates enough to bring me up. The real problem, in my opinion, is that no matter what, you still lose perks. Even with the final Tier 5 upgrade of Tombstone, you still lose perks. So there's little incentive to me to use that because I don't really plan on going down. The Rai K84, wonderful, just straight upgraded ray gun, love it, 10 out of 10. New favorite wonder weapon, honestly, of all of them. Frenzied Guard is a really cool addition for solo players even. But my bread and butter is still going to be Aether Shroud. Again, free armor is great, I love it. It does borrow from Now You See Me, Gobblegum from Black Ops 3. So I'm wondering how they're going to implement more features since it seems like they want to add 3 more perks to the mix there. And that's not a perk, that's a specialist ability. The Death Machine, a beautiful addition, very welcome. Especially for playing with multiple people and exfilling, you can survive basically any exfil in my opinion. The biggest change was the addition of Tier 4 and 5 ammo mods, specifically Deadwire. It became the very best ammo mod in my opinion, because it could stun up to 5 zombies and create an area of effect electric damage field. It pretty much buffed every single weapon, so it made everything viable, and I saw players running on 50 plus with a sledgehammer with only Deadwire on it. So don't tell me that was not overpowered. Again, the sledgehammer was there, no pack-a-punch, no rarity increase, it was just the loadout rarity. So crazy. I made a short video about Deadwire as well when it was slightly nerfed. It went down to 3 zombies in mid-season, but it was still quite powerful. Words are hard. Sadly, no other guns were really buffed in any way other than the addition of Deadwire Tier 5. Like, you can kind of argue with the Tier 5 weapon skills, but not so much to me. So some solutions that I would have wanted to solve things in Season 2 would have been with the introduction of Outbreak. There's more problems that kind of arise for players to try to solve. I feel like some form of a double tap 2.0 or mule kick, maybe a combination of those into one perk with Tier 5 with one or the other abilities would be great. Bandoiler, that'd be great. I would love that as on top of double tap. And it would have been a better choice of perk due to facing multiple special or boss zombies at the same time. So you want to output more damage. I feel like that would have been way better. And hope to see the combination of these maybe effects in the very next Zombies map in Season 3. And speaking of Season 3, we come to my big fury ignition of Season 3. It was a huge meta shift. It was a huge nerf to the Hauer 77, the pump shotguns, task force barrel, the damage barrel, from 222 down to 15. Now, fair nerf, because that was a lot of damage for a shotgun, even with the other shotguns as well. Don't talk to me about the striker, the street sweeper. No, bad gun, do not use, in my opinion. Except for Season 2, some people found success. But it still does an amazing job of dealing with boss zombies. It still chunks them if you have the right stuff for them. Again, I still would wish they give us kneel kicks so we actually have extra options to deal with boss zombies. Because some of them are still annoying despite, you know, having the option we have available right now. Now, two notable weapons that came with Season 3, the ppsh 41 and the Ballistic Knife. Both favorites, classics of the Call of Duty player ever since World at War or Black Ops 1. The ppsh was a fan favorite SMG from zombies ever since World at War. It has a high fire rate, high capacity, and it's also lightweight as an SMG. Now, the Bullfrog does beat the ppsh by just raw damage and ammo capacity once you upgrade the right things. Bullfrog doesn't feel fun to play with, in my opinion. Doesn't feel good to use. This one feels good to use and very nostalgic. That's why I will use it if I choose to have a little bit more fun and not go try hard with the shotgun. The Ballistic Knife has been a staple of Black Ops ever since the very beginning, Black Ops 1. In Zombies, it's always been a slight upgrade to the regular melee, being viable as a one-hit kill, a little longer than the regular knife, and then if you combine that with a Bowie knife or sickle, you can extend that just a little bit longer as well. When packed, that was the fun part, you could revive friendlies from further range, actually from a distance, just cross through your... Now in the Cold War incarnation, it gives a slight range extension on melee, so it's slightly longer range. I've noticed that while playing. I can't really give you numbers or anything for that. The unfortunate thing is it's not really a huge step up from the regular knife, as it marginally becomes a two-hit kill. Like, you can still have a tiny little sliver. You can see from gameplay that I have here. It still leaves a sliver of health at round 15 versus the knife, which gives still a chunk enough that it's still a two-hit. This is still a two-hit, but marginally in that manner. So not a huge step up for the knife, unfortunately. I wish it was. If you can combine that with the Bowie knife and the melee, I don't know how it's treated. Again, it says a special weapon, but it's also technically a melee. So I'm wondering how maybe they need to reconfigure that to work with melee weapons a bit better. Now, what hurt the very most to me was the nerf to Deadwire. Yes, Deadwire was very OP. I understand that. It was OP for a reason, but with the removal of it, it made every gun that was viable, like it made guns viable. It then just removed all of that. So now I can't shock or kill zombies at round 50 anymore, which is kind of sad. This does give rise to more variety in MMOds, specifically Cryo Freeze or Brain Rot and Blast Furnace. Those are the ones that I'm considering in my kit here, but I think those three are like just arguable in like high tier, top 3. And they're about equal. Personally, I have Cryo Freeze a little higher than all the other two. But it does feel very viable. Doesn't feel as impactful as pre-season 3 Deadwire. But that's another problem I feel too with MMOds. They needed to buff them way more to make them feel good to use. The only one that felt good to use was Deadwire. Honestly, it felt very satisfying to shock a large group of zombies at once. My only real issue now is that it's changed the meta a little bit to become a bit more of a generalist approach to like ARs, SMGs, M16 and the AUG for tac rifles might become the meta guns. And I'm not here to argue which one is the best ones, because you want to deal with general mobs versus having an actual boss zombie dealing gun, right? Which is the shotgun in my opinion, which is why, again, I feel like a third option with Mule Kit would be great to have, but I feel like they'll be basically the same, because they, for the most part, have felt quite samey in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Even though they've kind of solved the issue about the narrow meta for guns in Season 1 and 2, well, not 2 as much, but Season 1, they're kind of solved, but none of the guns I just mentioned feel really unique or especially fun to use. That's a real issue. You want to have fun to use. So, again, I may be biased because I am a shotgun boy, but my solution, if they want to revert it, I think Treyarch should revert Deadwire better and buff the other guns and ammo mods so they feel better. Like, maybe give me some sound changes, give me some animation changes, because this is like some of the most bland reloads I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game, in my opinion. Now, some smaller things I want to say before I close off this. Thank you very much again for watching this far in the video, because it's a little bit of a long one. Season 3 finally gave players the ability to save custom loadouts of guns, so I don't know why it took 6 months to do that, because it seemed like people had issues from way back when. But there have been rumors, and I definitely believe them, that Cold War was rushed due to a canceled Call of Duty game that was supposed to happen last year in place of that. So the only thing I really comment about in that case is, why can I not roll my kitted guns in the mystery box? Just like Black Ops 3, guys, come on, we can do that. Come on, we've done it before. One minor change I would love to see in zombies, another minor thing, but it is a quality of life change I think is be very beneficial for every player. Players are able to see the attachment on a weapon when it's on the ground or appears in the box. Now they also are able to re-roll the attachments on their weapons at those stations that, you know, upgrade your armor and the weapon at rarity as well. It's great to see it, but it's difficult to know what attachments are on there besides the visual one. So you can just re-roll. Okay, cool. So what do I see? I see higher ammo count, great. Some laser sight, cool, and optical sights is different. But how do I know other attachments that I like are there as well? If you could actually customize what attachments are there, or hey, I re-roll there and I get the exact attachment I need, there has to be some way to help the players know. Like, I want to know. I didn't really complain about the kill streaks because all of them are pretty fun to use. I have some favorites. It would be Chopper Gunner and Death Machine, but all the ones are very fun to use and very useful as well. A quirk that I've noticed about the characters in Cold War versus Black Ops 3, they seem a little less mouthy. You know, they see a little less quotes about the actual, like, power-ups and other things. I feel like the character in the game is, you know, for lack of a better word, and also pun intended, feels a little less cartoony. I want more of that. Bring me back Nikolai with all his drunken quips. You know, I want that. Please. And those are my thoughts as a seasoned zombies player, you know, 10 years plus now, I guess, and my 6 months of Cold War zombies. Now, I may not like the current state of zombies. I'll still play it. But, you know, I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. How long have you been playing zombies? Have you known it since, you know, the 2010s as well? 2009, actually, with the World at War zombies. Do you disagree or agree with any of my points at all? Or am I just too much of a try-hard that's just speaking to the void here? Leave in the comments down below. Let me hear them. And if you like the suggestions that I've put up, and maybe you'd like them to see implemented, maybe share the video so we can get that attention on it that it needs. It really helps get the word around as well, and helps out the channel. And if you're new, maybe sub to the channel. It'd be great. I hopefully have more you know, targeted content of my liking, and I have some exciting content coming up I can't exactly talk about yet. But anyways, that's all I want to say. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.